Meet Sarah, a devoted mother, wife and team leader at her job. Sarah is the go-to person for everyone around her, always ready to lend a hand, offer advice or take on an extra task. But being an everything for everyone else, Sarah has lost touch with a crucial aspect of her life: self-care and setting personal boundaries. Night after night, Sarah collapses into bed, feeling drained and unfulfilled. She's constantly tired, her health is not what it used to be, and deep down, she feels like she's lost a part of herself. Sarah's story is a classic case of putting everyone else's needs above her own, neglecting the basic acts of self-care, and failing to set boundaries and protect her own time and energy. But it doesn't have to be this way. Imagine a life where Sarah feels energized, fulfilled and balanced. It's possible, and the change starts with her. First, Sarah needs to recognize the importance of her own well-being. It's not selfish, it's self-care, and it's necessary. She starts by ensuring her basic needs are met: nutritious meals, enough sleep and regular exercise. She also discovers the power of saying no. No! And prioritizing her commitments. As Sarah embraces these changes, she notices a significant shift. She's more present with her children, more productive at work, and most importantly, she feels happier and more at peace with herself. The benefits of taking action are clear: improved physical health, greater mental clarity, and physically and mentally stronger, with more meaningful connections to those she loves. Sarah's journey reminds us that taking care of ourselves isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. By setting boundaries and practicing self-care, we can lead richer, more fulfilling lives. Remember, it's not about being selfish. It's about being your best self, for you and for those you care about. Don't your loved ones deserve to have the best version of you? Yep. You're probably thinking, yeah, I want that. How do I do that? By learning how to integrate self-care and setting boundaries into your life, and identifying your non-negotiables, those essential practices that keep you feeling well and balanced, you'll unlock the key to a more fulfilling and peaceful existence. This approach not only enhances your physical, mental and emotional health, but also empowers you to live in alignment with your true values and priorities. Embrace this journey to discover a stronger, more resilient version of yourself, capable of facing life's challenges with confidence and grace. When it comes to setting boundaries, personally, in my own life, what I have found to help me is journaling. I first write down the problem, then work towards the solution. I gain clarity around what I need and why I need it. I decide what needs to change. Then I do this little trick. I picture the whole boundary setting situation in my head, kind of like a self-guided meditation. I imagine setting that boundary, having that conversation, go just the way I want it. It's something hypnotherapists do all the time with their clients, kind of like setting the scene for success in your brain. It helps build a positive energy for the talk and makes everything flow much smoother. So you're more likely to get the outcome you're hoping for. If you're getting value from this video, make sure you hit the like button. Okay, let's dive into the detail. First, let's talk about what these things mean. Self-care is doing things on purpose to keep your mind, emotions, and body healthy. Setting boundaries means making rules that help you stay well and safe. At first they might seem different, but they're actually connected. Think of self-care like building a strong base so you can make and keep boundaries. Without self-care, it's tough to know what you need or to be able to stand up for yourself. And here's why it matters. Imagine always saying yes to everything. After a while, you might feel resentful, used, and burnt out because you're not looking after yourself. Doing self-care stuff helps you recharge your batteries and figure out what you really need. It makes it easier to say, nope, can't do that.
No.
Now let's see how self-care helps you with boundaries. First, it makes you more aware of how you feel. Doing things like paying attention to your thoughts and feelings or writing in a journal helps you notice when something's are not right. I like to think of feelings are indicator lights on a dashboard of a car, letting you know when something needs your attention. Like when your fuel light turns on, you know you need to fill up before you run out. The same goes for our emotions. Like when you feel resentful about helping someone, perhaps that's your fuel light turning on, and you need to fill your tank back up. Make sense?
Yep.
Then self-care helps you stand up for yourself. It's about respecting yourself enough to say no when you need to.
No.
It's not about being mean. It's about being clear and kind about what you need, because your needs are important also. And here's a key point. Making boundaries is also a way to take care of yourself. It shows you think you're worth looking after.
I'm worth it.
When you set boundaries, you're saying, I care about my well-being enough to protect it. So how do you start doing self-care and making boundaries? Start by figuring out your must-haves, things you need to feel okay and balanced. Now let's get back to basics, which people often overlook. Self-care isn't about manicures and facials. These are more like luxuries and self-indulgences. To work out what our needs are, in a logical order, let's use Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It's a way psychologists sort out what you need, from basic things like food and safety to feeling good about yourself and reaching your goals. The idea is to fulfill your needs starting at the bottom of the pyramid and work your way up to the top. Here's how self-care fits into the Maslow's idea. First, you start with your basic needs. These are things like food, water, sleep, and staying clean. If you don't have these, you can't function well. Example, if you work all the time and you don't eat well or sleep enough, you're not meeting all your basic needs, and therefore your health will suffer. Stop and think, how is my health? Are your basic needs being met? If no, then you need to start making changes here. This will help you in setting firm boundaries because you have greater clarity in your basic needs, and you will not feel guilty about setting those boundaries.
No.
Because these are your basic needs, not just some frivolous want or desire. Then you have your safety needs. You need to feel safe and secure. Example, living in a place that feels dangerous or with a person that is dangerous can make you feel stressed and scared all the time. So have a look at your environment and the people in it. Are you safe? If no, then steps need to be put in place and action needs to be taken to make sure that you are safe and secure. Next is your love and belonging needs. You need to feel like you belong and have friends and family who care about you. Example, if you're new in town and you don't have friends yet, you might feel lonely and like you don't fit in. If you have made it this far up the Maslow's hierarchy, well done. This is where learning about emotional intelligence will really be helpful to you in building strong, healthy relationships. Personal development is part of self-care and will help you in setting boundaries. I've found that learning emotional intelligence to be an effective tool to help manage and, most importantly, control your emotions. If this sounds like something that you're interested to learn more about, I've created a guide outlining my rescue method to being the boss of your emotions so that they don't get the best of you. You can find the link to download my guide in the description below. Then you have the esteem needs. This is about feeling good about what you do and having others notice it. Example, if you work hard but nobody at your job seems to care, you might feel like you're not good enough. However, if you're constantly looking externally for validation to feel good enough, you will always be emotionally at the mercy of others. I'm not about victimhood, I'm all about empowerment, taking back control of your emotions from others. Once again, learning emotional intelligence can really help here as well. Then you have your self-actualization needs. This is about doing what you're meant to do in life, like following your dreams. Example, if you've always wanted to be an artist, but never tried because you were scared or because you were discouraged from following your passion by your family, you might not feel fulfilled. So if you have ticked all the boxes and you've met all of your other needs, this is where you go for it.
Go for it, champ.
Follow your passions. Perhaps start off as a hobby, see where things take you. The universe rewards action takers, so get out there and take action. Remember, setting boundaries can feel challenging at first, especially if you're not used to putting your own needs first. But with practice and commitment to self-care, it becomes more natural. You'll find that not only does it improve your well-being, but your relationships become healthier and more fulfilling as well. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe for more insights into living your best life. Empowerment is what this channel is all about, so definitely subscribe because I have some incredible videos coming out this year to help you navigate your sensitivity as a superpower. Earlier, I mentioned how I would practice setting boundaries using a self-guided meditation technique to set the scene for success in my brain and make everything flow much smoother, so I'm more likely to get the outcome I'm hoping for. But if you're not a qualified hypnotherapist, how are you expected to do it correctly? So watch this video on the screen now, where I'll guide you through a meditation to help you set boundaries and empower you to communicate them confidently. I'll see you in the next one.